Hey, it's Bryony from the Somatherapy Collective. Why mother wound work? Why work with the nervous system? Why now? And what's so important about this work at this time? There are certain thresholds and certain experiences and transitions that we have as a given in life where we need to lean into support. We need to lean into resources. We need to feel that sense of safety and that sense of holding. And when we haven't had that in our life, when that has been ruptured, whether it's been ruptured in our own timeline or ruptured ancestrally, then when we hit certain thresholds, when we hit certain points in our life, like when things are changing, moving house, a relationship, parenting, a health crisis, divorce, loss, death, even the world climate right now, when we hit those places and spaces where life gets rocky, where life gets uncertain, where things are shifting and changing and we don't have any control, if we don't have that support and that holding, it makes these transitions and times in our life that much more difficult. So it's like when you hit these points, you often start to have mental health crisis. You have illness and dis-ease in the body. You rupture relationships. You just cannot cope with the transition or what this transition and change is calling for you to step into. You don't know where to turn. You don't know who to turn to. You feel isolated. You feel alone. And the big thing is that you start to realize you don't know who you are. And that longing to know who you are and where you come from and how to belong and how to feel loved and connected and safe starts to become really, really loud in the system. So the work that I do with mother wound is in response to those times and intending to the system where it needs support, connection, love, guidance, and holding. And in relation to the nervous system work that comes in somatically is that we do this through the nervous system. We also do this through the energy system. We do this through the emotional system, and we do this through the ancestral systems, because often we have had ruptures in our attachment from small or ancestrally, and we need to repair those ruptures to start to understand what holding, safety, love, belonging, community, and connection feels like in the system, in the body, and how we move with that is we map the nervous system. We use energy work in order to support that. And when we map the system of your nervous system, then we start to understand the stories, what triggers, the impulses, the sensations. We start to understand your system and what it needs. And once we understand your system and what it needs, all in and around foundationally tending to secure attachment, safety, holding, support, security in the system from the mother repair, from the motherline, then we start to remap the system. And when we remap a nervous system, when we start to create and repair ruptures and create secure attachment, then we start to find the resources and places and spaces within ourselves and in our life and who we are that we have been longing to reconnect with, that we have been longing to be living and inhabiting. And we start to then find how we move and connect to belonging and safety and holding and places and spaces. And the archetypal primordial mother, we start to feel that sense of deep love and connection and safety and secure attachment in our own system. And this is why I do the work that I do. This is why we tend to mother wound, and this is why we do it through the nervous system. And right now in the world, it is more important than ever that we connect to our resources, we connect to love, belonging, and we start to navigate and understand who we are and how we can tend to these places within ourselves so we feel nourished, we feel safe, we feel anchored, supported, and grounded in a very chaotic and dynamic world and context that we're living in right now.